The opening starts with a mid-shot of the character Ronnie Jane, along with the non-diegetic suspense music in order to create tension. The camera then fades to black, revealing that the tagline of the film production company is the company that I'm working with, along with the next scene that follows in order to create a fast-paced tempo. We then see a mid-shot of Ronnie Jane messaging someone instantly. We then see the different emotions in their face as the non-diegetic score becomes more intense, slow, or filling in the silence. The next scene fades in as we see another mid-shot of Ronnie getting into bed. The amount of light in this shot is minimal due to there only being one key lighting and the rest of the room is being dark. Ronnie then turns the light off, revealing another tagline introducing the director's name. We then revert back to Ronnie in bed, turning the light back on. There is still a mid-shot and there's only one key light, not showing the audience what's happening, making them wonder what is going to go on next. As the non-diegetic sound is still playing, creating suspense as the music ascends. There is a quick fade to a long shot panning to the left of Ronnie, making her way to the bathroom unaware of her surroundings. The shot begins with really any light, but as she walks into the bedroom and turns the light fills the screen. As she closes the door, the music becomes alarming to the audience. As she closes the bathroom door, the camera fades into black, revealing a long, dark, low-angle, close-up shot of someone walking into the door. She just closed, making the audience wonder why he's there, questioning what is happening. This is all building suspense. As this happens, the music changes to a dangerous sound, creating tension and suspense, alarming the audience. The camera then fades to black, revealing the cinematography tagline, fading into the next scene where we see Ronnie is running through the woods as someone is chasing her, leaving the audience with lots of questions in their mind. This shot is a freehand two-shot to show the instability of Ronnie's life and audience ideas about what is happening, as nothing is certain. The camera then fades and cuts to a freehand low-angle close-up, panning upwards to a long shot of her running up the stairs. The music is still intense, showing the danger Ronnie is in. The camera then cuts to a freehand close-up of Ronnie struggling to open the door, showing panic and fear. This shot then fades to black, revealing another tagline of the actor's name. This then fades to another scene. Ronnie's face, another character. The close-up is used to see how Ronnie feels. As this happens, the non-diegetic music disappears, allowing a non-diegetic dialogue to appear. As this happens, the screen fades into black from darkness as the scene is formed as Ronnie opens the door, allowing the light to flood in the frame, where the first thing she sees is a man in front of her. The non-diegetic dialogue carries on playing with the actions in the screen. The screen flashes three times as the man seen walks towards Ronnie. This happens in a mid-shot. The last flash, it cuts to a high-angle shot to show Ronnie is vulnerable and the man is empowered within that moment. The camera quickly fades to show the man who is weirdly confronting Ronnie, despite her being petrified of him, is still of a high mid shot, showing empowerment. There is a fade to black, which fades to a low-angle two-shot, revealing Ronnie clearly being uncomfortable with the man touching her. This is done by creating tension and suspense, making the audience question who the man is and what is he doing. And this happens with the non-diegetic dialogue continues. This then quickly fades to black, and we see the man forcefully pushing Ronnie to the ground. This creates tension as the audience knows something bad's about to happen. And this happens, the non-diegetic dialogue matches on the action with the actions in the scene. The camera then shows the same scene of the man pushing Ronnie thoroughly. Then it fades to another tagline revealing the screenplay. Then there's a close-up of Ronnie talking to a different character. We can hear that they're talking about, which we can see their facial expressions as they're having a serious conversation. This then fades into a mid-shot of a man with clown makeup on his face laughing. This creates tension as the audience doesn't know what's going to happen. The scene then fades to black, which then fades into a two-shot of Ronnie and they're having a good time laughing. They seem to be friends. This then fades into black into an insert of a man laughing, and this fades to a low angle close-up of some walking into the camera frame. As this happens, the non-diegetic music is still very intense in order to create tension and suspense. There is a quick fade to a mid-shot of Ronnie hysterically trying to open the door. She looks really scared and panicked. This was done in order to create a sense of depth and fear to Ronnie's character. There is another fade to a close-up two-shot of Ronnie hugging a mysterious man. As this happens, the non-diegetic sound slowly disappears and changes to non-diegetic female voiceover as the screen fades to black. There is another fade into black, which then fades into a long shot of Ronnie in the kitchen, looking down on her phone. As this happens, the music is really loud and alarming. It sounds terrorizing, suggesting that something bad is going to happen. But before any information is given to the audience, there is a fade into black, revealing the title, the opening sequence,